Okay, tonight I wanted to talk to my spirit guides. Are my spirit guides here? Yes. Okay, wonderful. So tonight I thought we could talk about some terms that are often discussed when it comes to spirituality and the earth and celestial topics, and those terms are frequency and vibration. So I thought it might be a good idea to have both of those terms defined from the divine realms for those who are unclear on what those terms mean. Okay, wonderful. So could you perhaps define frequency first? Yes, okay. F, R, E, Q, U, E, N, C, Y frequency, I, S is A, S, T, A, T, E state, O, F of E, N, E, R, G, Y energy. Frequency is a state of energy. Okay, that is interesting. So is frequency visible? Okay, so is frequency visible to us? No. So it's not visible from the 3D perspective, but it is visible to the divine realms. Would that be accurate? Yes. Okay. Okay, wonderful. State of energy. Okay. And so what then is a vibration? If you could redefine that, that would be great. V, E, I, I'm sorry. B, R, A, T, I, O, and vibration, I, S is A, R, A, T, E rate, O, F of, S, P, E, E, D, rate of speed. Okay, so vibration really means, what I think you're saying is that the speed at which matter, which is also energy, is vibrating at. So when we are in this experience, this third density experience, are we vibrating at a very low level? That is a really big yes. Okay. And are all of the, I don't know what you want to say, things around us, tables, chairs, things that we work with and deal with on a daily basis, these are all energy. This is all energy also. And are they vibrating at a much lower level than even we are? And that's why they are, I don't know what the word is. They sit still. They don't move about. Would that be accurate? Or is there any more, can you provide any more insight into how that works exactly with the vibrations? Y, O, U, A, R, E, R, E, N, E, R, G, Y energy, V, I, B, R, A, T, I, N, G vibrating, A, T at, A, R, A, T, E rate, O, F of, S, P, E, E, D. Your energy vibrating at a rate of speed. Okay. And excuse me. And do we all vibrate currently at the same rate of speed? And that is a huge yes. So in other words, is that why we are all visible to each other in this experience? Because we're all vibrating at the same rate of speed. Okay. And as it relates to ascension, which would be my next question, is the rate of speed at which we vibrate increasing, and therefore our physical existence is literally vibrating faster, moving us from this same field, I guess, would that be a good word, that we exist in together into a different one? Yes. Okay. Did I explain that well enough? Yes. Okay. So will there be a point where we will vibrate so rapidly that we will no longer experience those who are vibrating at a much lower rate of speed? So that is a huge yes. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that, and we've talked a little bit about this before, but you're with me and all of us right now. So you're not out in some distant, far off place that maybe Hollywood has made us think that you're all out there in the great beyond. That's not where you are. You're right here with us. And is that because you are vibrating at a much higher rate of speed that we can't see you? Would that be accurate? Yes. Okay. And should that be scary to some? No. It just means that we are almost existing in a channel or in a plane wherein our planes don't necessarily overlap. Yes. Okay. But is that changing? Yes. Okay. Can you provide any more insight as to what that means for us, and just anything you can add about the vibrations and the ascension and anything that we may need to know since things are changing? Yes. Okay, wonderful. Y O U A R E R V I B R A T I N G, vibrating, F A S T E R. You are vibrating faster. Okay, and I myself have felt very strong vibrations, like physical feelings of vibrating faster. And are others experiencing this too? And that is what you would call an ascension symptom, maybe part of the ascension process, or how that's working. Again, is this anything we should be afraid of? No. Okay. And are we all experiencing the same phenomenon? No. So some are vibrating faster than others. And what would be the main reason for this difference in rate of speed for the vibration? T H E, the, A M O U N T, amount, O F of, L O V, eat, love, I N in, Y O U are your, H E A R T, the amount of love in your heart. So maybe those who have let go of some of the 3D traumas that they are holding on to, they've let go of maybe and forgiven those and embraced love and each other, are starting to vibrate more quickly or more rapidly as part of the ascension process. So if we wish to move up in vibration, we need to focus on those things in order to do that, letting go do the work. I've heard some spiritual gurus say, do the work. And I believe that's what they mean, letting go of those old traumas. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add on this particular subject? Yes. We. ARERWITH YOU with you AND we LOV eat love YOU. We're with you and we love you. Well, thank you so much for explaining this. It's been interesting for me because I myself didn't completely understand those terms. So I hope that is helpful to some, and it is helpful to me very much so. So sending you much love and gratitude. Thank you so much, and good night.